Good evening. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Kenesha Dees. It's Black History Month, and we are celebrating those in the community making an impact. And this next story comes with food. Our Ken McCoy is here with more. Ken, what did you bring?
Well, Kenesha, I forgot the food, but I did bring a good story. I got a chance to sit down with a local chef who I found out I had a lot of common with. She gave up her initial career in engineering, and she followed her dreams. And when life got tough, she added some seasoning, and it also changed her life.
You know, I think it's important just to always keep learning and keep growing. Even if we've been doing something for 10 years or 20 years, there's something probably new that we could learn or something we could learn to do better.
Sometimes our best teacher is life.
I went vegan almost 8 years ago, and I experienced so many amazing benefits that I just became one of those people who was like, everybody should eat vegan. And so I was really trying to help improve the health of my friends and my family members and just everybody around me because of the benefits I was experiencing.
And sometimes those lessons aren't always pleasant.
Unfortunately, my mom passed kind of while I was in that process of trying to get her to eat better. And that was like a life catalyst for me. I was an engineer at Redstone Arsenal, but I didn't really love what I was doing every day.
Adyre Mason is a chef and entrepreneur who took a painful experience and turned it into success with her restaurant, The Veggie.
Once my mom passed, I just felt like life is too short to sit here and do something I don't enjoy. And so I just decided to take the leap. I cashed out my 401k, I invested in myself, and started The Veggie first out of my home. And at first we were a meal prep and pop-up business.
My name is Chef Adyre Mason. I am owner and executive chef of The Veggie in Huntsville, Alabama. We are the city's only 100% vegan dine-in space.
So we did like meal prep delivery around Huntsville and Madison. I would pop up at festivals and events, farmers markets, and the business just grew over the years. And then in 2021, we were able to move into our first brick and mortar space. And now we're expanding again into Madison.
So how did an engineer become the chef?
I've always been a foodie, always loved food, loved trying things, and my mom was one of those good old traditional Southern moms. She was like, you gotta get in here and learn how to cook. And so naturally when I went vegan, I was like, well, what am I gonna eat? And so I thought, well, I'll just start trying to transform the stuff that I grew up on, because that's the stuff I know how to cook. And so it just became this, you know, practice of transforming like dishes that I really identified with, that I felt comfortable with, that felt like home. And then stuff that I wasn't seeing out at restaurants that I really wanted to still eat.
Chef Adyre, like many women in business, had a hard time getting started.
Statistically, black women get a fraction of the funding even that other entrepreneurs get. So a lot of times it feels like we're starting from behind. And so my advice to people would be to try your best to outwork your circumstances. Unfortunately, that is often the black woman's story of having to grind and put in that hard work. But it does pay off. And when you put in that work and you're able to produce results, now instead of you having to seek out things like funding and opportunities, those things will start to come to you.
One key to her success is pivoting.
My key has been pivoting. And so you're right, there were times when I was doing meal prep and when I was first starting out, I may only have a few orders a week, you know, and I'm like, oh my gosh, how am I gonna pay bills? And so for me, it was about pivoting and always looking at what did I already know how to do? What was already selling well? What did people already want? And so I was able to turn that into different opportunities over the years while I was still building.
And what they want is her new location.
And we're really happy to inherit a space that was previously inhabited by another small business and just continuing that tradition here in this building. So we're gonna be giving it a little bit of a facelift, putting our touch on it, putting in some great seating for the customers and some great new options, expanded menu, expanded hours, just more of the things that people have come to love from us. So we're just super excited to be able to offer more of ourselves to the city.
At The Veggie, Ken McCoy, Fox 54 News.
All right, guys, for more on this story, head over to our website at fox54.com. Back to you, Kenesha.